Alright, and we're back in. Going into Chapter 3-2. Ashley's just been captured. All that fun shenanigans going on.
Hunnigan, what happened? The transmission got cut off. Salazar, how'd you...
We've jacked the line. We didn't want you telling everyone any unnecessary information.
Where's Ashley?
Ah, so she fell into one of our wonderful traps. We'll make sure we find her. Don't you worry about her. Oh yes, I let our miserable insects out for some exercise down in the sewer.
Thanks. That should keep me company, 'cause boredom kills me.
I look forward to our next encounter. In another life.
Now, I imagine some of the dialogue may have been like either bad translation or something along that line when they tried to do the dubbing, but I don't know in some of these cases. Like, it just seems sort of almost 90s-esque in terms of dialogue, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, terms like "you're going down, sucker" and all that sort of stuff, you know. But obviously, you know, Leon's not using that dialogue, but still the references he's making and the dialogue that Salazar is giving is kind of reminiscent of ye old times, and I don't know whether that was an inside joke with the Capcom or, you know, anything like that, but we're just going to assume it was. Like, they're like, yeah, you remember how the dialogue was really terrible back in Resident Evil, the original, Resident Evil 2, and we talked about Jill sandwiches? Yeah, let's throw some in every now and again, just to keep things spicy. Gonna go to the sniper rifle real quick. You're gonna see why in just a moment. As you recall, Salazar did release some lovely insects which went along this side path here. You know, to be honest, I never really recall this side path being this visible, so, you know, that's new to me. Probably a hint of things to come, don't you think? Let's go ahead and take a look down the hall, see what we can find. Huh, that looks a little strange. Let's go ahead and take a pot shot at it, shall we? Oh! We have camo insects. Always, always fun. Now, what we're going to want to do, since we are going to run into some more shenanigans in here. And I realize I say shenanigans a lot. I'm going to come up with a new term now. Trouble, I don't know. What's a good term? I don't know. If anybody has a good idea, go ahead and leave me a comment. Let's see. You know what? We're going to stick with a shotgun. We're going to round this corner, and I'm pretty sure there's another one going to be sitting here, so... Oh, the music got all wonky. Oh, drool. Something's around. I don't see it or hear it, though, which is a little disturbing. Again, these insects are hard to tell. They usually have somewhat of an outline, but sometimes they don't. Do you have anybody over here? Okay, not yet. We have some grenades here. Why don't we go ahead and use one? Looks like we might have some friends over here. Let's go ahead and toss one in. Still alive, it would seem. Gotta go to the pistol. Again, you see that red dot, it usually means there's something there. Music's still going on. Actually, it's not even really music. It's just sort of an abrasive sound. Just kind of make you uneasy about the area. Now it's gone. Thank goodness. Get tired of that real quick. Now, these guys do tend to drop gems, and what you want to do is make sure you keep at least one of each type, and there are 3 different types. There is a blue, a red, and, as we picked up, a green. And there's going to be an important part to this that you're going to want to remember, because we do get a lot of these, so they look like they might be standard gems, which throws off some players because they either don't know what's going on or something like that. But what we're going to find here, I think we have a bug up there. We're going to go with the shotgun again. Move forward a little bit. Oh, he jumped on the roof. Okay, hopefully he stays away. Oh, he got on my face. Let me go. Please get off. Still not dead. But he's not the only one. Okay, that was an interesting way to fall. Must be a glitch or something. Got a blue eye. Always good. I still hear the music, so somebody's around. Luis's memo. There are some parasites that have the ability to control their hosts. It's basic knowledge amongst biologists, but not much is known about how the parasites do it. Studying these parasites specifically might reveal the clues in how the powers of the Las Plagas work, and perhaps provide more insight on the victims of the Las Plagas, the Los Ganados. Here's a list of some parasites that have the ability to manipulate the behavioral patterns of their host. Yeah, go ahead and pronounce that on your own. Once the larva of the parasite migrates into the ant's esophagus, it alters the behavior of the ant. When the temperature drops in the evening, the infected ant climbs to the top of the plant and clamps onto a leaf using its mandible. Stays there immobile until the next morning, placing the ant where it's most vulnerable to be eaten by browsing herbivores, such as a sheep. One could conclude that the parasite is manipulating the host behavior to make its way into the body of its definitive host. Another one, go ahead and pronounce that however you want. Galactosomum? Maybe? The larva of the parasite makes its home inside the brain of a fish, such as the yellowtail and the parrot bass. Once infected, the fish make their way up to the water surface where they'll swim until eaten by seabirds. Once again, this peculiar behavior can only be explained by the parasite's desire to get the bodies of the seabirds. Again, another one of these ridiculous names. Leucoloridium. Leucoloridium. Let's go with that. Or it's leucocoloridium or something. Leucocoloridium? Okay, let's go with that. The parasite sporocysts develop in the snail's testicles. Oh my goodness. The snail's testicles. Or tentacles. Jesus, what am I thinking? I do apologize if anybody's watching this. You know, this is like, I turned it into, from PG to PG-13 there real quick. Anyway, the sporocysts are vivid in color and pulsate continually, somewhat like a worm. Surprisingly, the infected snail makes its way to the top of a plant where it's more visible to the eyes of birds, therefore more likely to be eaten. Once eaten by the bird, the parasite will complete its metamorphosis into an adult. So again, those are actual descriptions of, oh gosh, insects and / parasites. You have to still come through the door. jumped away. Well, my accuracy's going to drop, but we're actually okay with that. You're going to have to drop... Oh, God. There we go. These guys are just eating the shotgun shells, though. It's a little strange. Okay. Gonna keep going. Again, enough of the insect talk and all that. Again, with the torches. Gotta be a way to drain the water. Ah, I forgot I can't jump down there without draining the water. Silly me! Yellow herb. Looks like he was alive until recently. Judging by the wound, it was a quick death. Well, that's all we can hope for in the end, isn't it? A quick death. But, you know, getting away from depressing talk, we're going to combine our green and our yellow herbs, and we're going to use it right away since we do have some damage. And as you can see, we're getting closer and closer to a full health bar. As you can see, the lower right-hand corner, the initial white bar you see is what I started out with as health, and the farther white bar up to the green, the largest green part, is where we're at now. So, if you're unfamiliar with Resident Evil or how that worked, that's how it goes. And then a rusted door, it won't open. Okay, again, nothing going on in here. We're going to take a look at our map because we do have a treasure in here. And that'll come into play. So as you can see, it's in the next room farther ahead. So we go in here, we look up. Remember this hole, it's going to be important later on. And let's see if we can knife it. If not, we're just going to shoot it. Yep, shoot it is. Okay, before we drain the water, there's a treasure chest here. Let's go ahead and open that up. And we have the butterfly lamp. Now, remember those lovely eyes we've been collecting. Let's go ahead and examine the butterfly lamp here. An exquisite lamp designed with butterfly motifs. There are 3 indentations like something might fit inside, and they are triangular shaped if you can't see that on the item there. So, let's go ahead and combine one blue. Oh my goodness, it fits right in the side. Combine a green. Oh my goodness, fits on another side. And we're actually going to keep another green one because we're going to run into a second butterfly lamp. So make sure you keep at least 2. You can sell off all the extra ones you're going to get because there are quite a few insects we're going to run into and other areas where these things drop. Drain the water? Sure, why not? Now, there is a note about the eyes. As you know, there's a red, green, and a blue eye. However, what I've noticed is if you do not go through the playthrough all in one run, or if you save and load up a game, sometimes it forgets what gems you picked up. So you may end up in a scenario where you pick up like maybe 10 green gems and 5 blue gems and only 1 red gem the entire time. Now, to avoid that, I do recommend playing it through, or at least making sure that once you have 2 of each, you find a save point immediately, just so you can hold on to them. We may get lucky and get some early on, otherwise we'll just have to work with what we got, because as you know, I've been pausing at different intervals here, just to make sure that, you know, I'm getting rest and that these videos are going up correctly. So, as you can see, we have another gentleman here, or insect, or whatever you want to call it. He died instantly, so easy kill. But wait, there is another one that pops out of the hole, and also dead. Alright, very important to remember that if you want some easy kills. We're actually going to hold on to the rifle again, just for later on. Another red eye, another green eye. Or, I'm sorry, this may be the first red eye, so we may already have a lamp completed. Yeah, we have a green and a blue. Let's go ahead and combine that. We have a lamp that is completed. So let's go ahead and examine just to make sure. A lamp with all eyes set in its indentations. So all eyes are set. This is good to sell already. Alright, we're making a lot of money early on. Very important. Very, very good. Now, as you can see, we took care of the two guys that were going to drop on us from behind, so we don't have to worry about them anymore. However, if we look down here, there's still that cage. Let's go ahead and walk forward a little bit, see what happens. Nope, nothing yet. And there it is. Again, if you want a quick kill, just bust out the semi-automatic rifle. Make sure you have it upgraded all the way so you can do the maximum amount of damage. Again, we switched off from our old rifle, our old bolt action, so, you know, that's good. We can now fire multiple bullets without having to go ahead and cock it or, you know, get the next bolt in or however that's got to work. We're actually going to enter a cell. We got another green eye. Not good. Oop! I was going to kick there, completely failed. Again, if you see eyes or a red dot, you know that they are close by. And it does lower your accuracy to do it the way I'm doing it. I have wasted a whole bunch of handgun ammo. However, if you enter a cell, they're only going to enter like 1 or 2 at a time. Shotguns are preferential for these guys. However, I am running low on the shotgun ammunition. Only 9 other shells other than the 12 I already have. So we're actually just going to try and waste some of the handgun ammo because the handgun is actually going to be less and less reliable as time goes on. As you notice, the guys with the shields and the guys with crossbows, we have to kind of keep our distance or stay close at hand. Oh, got to turn around here. I think we actually run into a couple more of these guys. Again, once we run through a gate, they cannot climb in through the bars from the top. So just make sure you aim low because they do have to drop down to get through the door. And as long as you keep them out, you're going to be okay. Sometimes they'll get through though, like that. So once they do that, you can either switch to a shotgun or something like that. Okay, we have another red cat's eye, definitely good, or red eye, I'm sorry. I'm used to saying cat's eye because of the beer stein which we sold. But that's good. We're making progress. It's very good progress. I believe that is the last of the insects, at least for now, and we don't actually need the eyes for quite some time until a little bit later on. Because we're going to run into some other chapters and some new stuff. Okay, now, this is what we call, you know, a standard, you know, just sort of a, oh shit, what do I want to call it? A gauntlet. And actually, this is fairly simple. The thing to note is you can't really tell where the blade is in relation to your character without being, you know, in first person or seeing it yourself. However, all you need to do is see these lines in the ground and, you know, just get your timing right and make sure you don't get hit. But as you can see, the shadow follows these lines. So all we have to do is make sure that our back leg gets across that line and we'll be okay. Alright, one is completed. Now as for this one, it doesn't necessarily have a line, but just assume it's in the middle here and then jump across when you're ready. You don't have to do it immediately, just kind of wait until you get your timing right. And now. As for this one, as you can see, there's 2, making it a little more difficult, and they're going in opposite directions. However, again, this is just another thing of timing. So once you see them get to the middle, just try and go forward from there, like right there. Alright, so see, they were in the middle, I started going, and I managed to make it. Again, picking up the treasure along the way. I'm going to shoot the lantern just in case. Again, these velvet blues are actually worth more than the spinels were, which were only like 1,000 or so. I think the velvet blues are worth 1,500 now. So we get a little bit extra money for these gems, so it's all the more important to go ahead and collect them. Especially since prices are getting a lot more expensive. Especially at the merchant. So nothing else is going on, just some boxes, a candle we can't do anything with. Alright, there's actually an easy way to handle this, and it's a good thing. you want to make sure that you at least keep some grenades. The flame grenade is going to be the last one you want to use. If you have to use one, you want to use a standard one. However, if you can, you want to use a flash grenade as well, because you have that option. What we're going to do is we're going to actually get above the lamp here, and we're going to throw this in the middle of the pack. As you can see, that should have killed all of them. And if not, we have a secondary grenade. Yep, looks like our guy's going to get up there. I think he's dead now, though. Doesn't look like he's getting up. Okay, so the quickest and easiest way to get down there, since we have a ladder, which is now going all the way down to the ground floor, just go ahead and use that. Go ahead and collect these before they disappear. You don't want that going on. And, of course, this isn't necessarily a treasure per se. However, if you didn't kill this guy, this will walk away, the Illuminados pendant. So, again, it doesn't combine with anything. It's just a standard treasure, kind of like what happens when we kill our chainsaw buddies back in the village. They dropped rubies or something like that. Also, another thing to note is, if they do manage to notice that you're in here, all they will do is run away, and they'll run down this hallway and lock it down completely, not allowing you to return to said hallway. But, you know, it's not that big of a deal. I'm not sure if you can go around back the way you've already came and then go back, but there is, you know, options there. Guess I can't look at it. I thought I could examine it. Whatever it is, it's a bloody mound of flesh. We're actually going to go back up for the moment, because as you recall, there is a treasure in this room. I'll point it out on the map again. And as you can see, it's in the upper right-hand corner, or just north of my position. So, turning this way, it's to the north. However, we have a gated door. However, we're going to get over. If anybody remembers the chandelier, then this is how we do it. And again, once we have E at the edge of the lamp there, because you can just keep pressing E until it first triggers, and that's where it will do it. It'll just start as soon as you get to the end of the swing. So, you know, just go ahead and use that to advantage. As soon as it starts, go ahead and tap E. I don't think I can unlock this door, but let's go ahead and see. Yeah, it's locked down. So, not a big deal. Gonna use this. Kind of makes me wonder why we had to go down in the sewers, especially since it's not that big of a deal. We could have just, you know, as easily shot down the ladder or gotten a rope or something, but we're not going to worry about it for now. And we have the other elegant mask. Alright, so now we can combine that gem we picked up from the wall. Purple. Go ahead and put that in. It's good to go. Actually, let's go ahead and look at our pendant here just to examine it, just so I can say what it says. A pendant designed with the Los Illuminados motif. So, doesn't actually do anything. I don't know what the words on the back say. I imagine somebody's, you know, taken a look and been like, yeah, that's what that says, but I haven't been able to get a close-up view of it, so it's not a big deal. Alright, as you can see, we can't exactly jump back. However, if we want a shortcut back to the merchant, we're just going to jump across here. And there we go. We opened the door earlier with the lever, so there is that.
Got some rare things. What are you selling?
Rare things on sale, stranger.
Is that all? Thank you.
Again, selling the TMP ammo. We're never going to use... Oh, I guess I was wrong. Okay, so the spinals are worth 2,000. The velvet blues are worth 2,500. Again, I am wrong sometimes on these numbers. I try to get as correct as possible. The other way it made sense. This way, I guess it didn't. So, okay, we want to keep one red. We can go ahead and sell 3 of the green.
Thank you.
The butterfly lamp is complete. And as you can see, we get 32,000 pesetas. Very, very, very good. The pendant is actually a big sell item as well.
Thank you.
And although they are not necessary treasures and they don't exactly count towards a treasure count,
What are you buying?
If for whatever reason you wanted to do that. What can I... Okay, the handgun's blinking, but I'm guessing that was already done? Or for whatever reason, the semi-auto rifle's done? I don't know what it was wanting me to upgrade there. Check the buy. I don't think there's anything that's changed. Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, so we're good. All we had to do was sell. Again, gonna walk down here. As you can see, the guys in the red robes, once you kill them, they do not disintegrate. Now, there's a reason for that. I think it makes the treasure permanent, which is, you know, cool. We're actually gonna go ahead and look in here just to show what goes on in here. It's not necessary for anything. I believe you get, you know, just collectible items. It doesn't actually help you with anything, but it's just a gun challenge. So let's go ahead and read the note just to get more collection in. Target practice. Receive prizes scoring above 1,000 points. Bonus points are awarded for headshots. The high scoring Salazar target will appear with successive hits. Shooting an Ashley target will detach a point. One bottle cap will be awarded for every 1,000 points scored. Special bottle caps will be awarded for either shooting all wooden targets except Ashley or scoring above 3,500 points. There are 25 bottle caps in all. Each time you enter a new shooting range, 6 new bottle caps will become available. Each time you complete a row in the collector's base, you'll earn bonus points. There are a total of 4 rows. You have 4 bonus chances. Yeah, again, it's just a little mini game that Capcom decided to throw in. Again, if you know you wanted to, you could definitely go in and take a look. It won't let you in until you talk to the merchant. I guess he calls him the guy, but I guess it won't open until I talk to the guy over there. But you know, it's not really important. So we're gonna leave, just making sure we get all the notes as well, because once you go back into your notes, you're going to see, like, oh, well, it looks like there's one I missed or something missing, because they'll put a gap there that says, oh, well, you didn't collect such and such a note. Not really important. There's no achievements in the Steam version that I've seen, and, you know, nothing vital importance there. And again, if I do want to get the bottle cap collection, I can just go back and then go ahead and do that all over again, or do that in a second playthrough where it doesn't take time. So, not a big deal. Okay, we're actually going to enter a whole series of gauntlets here. So this is going to be very interesting to handle. I'm going to read another note. Castellan memo. For many years, the Salazar family has served the Castellans of the castle. However, not everything is bright, for my ancestry has a dark past. Long ago, there was once a religious group that had deep roots in this region called the Los Illuminados. Unjustly, however, the first Castellan of the castle took away their rights and powers. As a follower of this religion, as the eighth Castellan, I feel it is my duty as well as my responsibility to atone for that sin. I knew the best way to atone for the sin was to give my power back to those who we once took it away from, the Los Illuminados. And actually, the Los Illuminados is actually like the Illuminados, or the Illuminated, or whatever, so it's kind of weird. Let's see. As expected, it took a little time, but we were able to rejuvenate the once sealed Las Plagas. With this success, I was one step closer to the revival of the Los Illuminados. The reason I released the Las Plagas from deep under the castle gave them to Lord Sadler was not only to repay for the sins of my ancestors, but I felt certain that the Lord would make better use of this power to save the world. To save those that have sinned with the power of the Las Plagas, and to cleanse their souls, creating a world without sinners, the way it was meant to be. Once cleansed, they would become one of the many Ganados, where they would find their reason to live. After the Lord has succeeded in creating the world in which he has envisioned, then the sins of my Salazar family will be atoned. So again, Salazar kind of acting like not the bad guy, but yet he is the bad guy. And, you know, religious cults, don't get me started on those, but... Okay. Actually, important thing to note. We're going to bust out the rifle real quick. Hopefully we can get this off before the crossbow hits me. The the gentleman saw me aiming at him, and he ran in there. Who was talking? Oh, there he is. And oh, I did not get it. Run away. That mace has a long reach. Gonna go ahead and knife him. Hopefully he doesn't pop a head. I think the blacks or the black-robed gentlemen have less of a issue with that than, say, their red-cloaked counterparts. And I believe that's the red guy. Oh, nope, there's another one over here. Okay, where are you, buddy? Ah, again, when they swing that mace, they follow you, so it's kind of a tracking mechanic. Go ahead and suplex. Alright, going to do, you know what, we actually aren't. I'm going to take a risk, and, you know, that may come to hurt me, but that's okay. We're just going to take it just because. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, we got another green herb. That'll be helpful. We're going to blow this up just because it doesn't really help us with anything. It also blows up the pots without me having to knife them. So, you know, it saves me a little bit of time there. Jump over just for shits and grins. I believe there is a guy with a shield in this next room. Again, if I'm being spoilerish, that's because I've played this before many a time. I'm very familiar with these maps. Like, you have no idea how often I played these things. Boom, flame on. Gonna go ahead and show him my knife. Are you done? Okay, it doesn't look like there is a dude with a shield in here at all. I thought there would be. Okay. Again, we're chasing my red-cloaked friend up here because he has something important that we're gonna need. Now we're going to try to avoid combat with him, but it's going to be tricky, so... Oh, there he is. Or no, that's a different guy. That's fine. Okay, now as you can tell, we want to go through this door, however, we can't, so we're going to jump down. What that's going to do, though, is trigger the red guy to run away. And to save some time, you could actually quit that cutscene, and you'll catch him mid-run. What we're going to do here is we're just going to eyeball him from here. Oh, and he ran away. Okay, I think he did retain that damage, though, so we're going to need to remember that. We're going to have to hurry, though, because he is running away. Oh, going to take the shotgun shells. Very important, just in case we screw up here. Peseta, 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 peseta. Okay, more money. And actually, to save some more time, we're going to cut him off. Instead of chasing him through that door, which he's gone to, we know our way in there, so we're just going to go back down here and try to fight him this way to keep him from getting to a certain area. Again, we have a gentleman with a shield like I promised earlier. Oh shit, he got to the Gatling. That was my mistake. Gonna back away. Again, I screwed up. I should have been able to shoot him, and I completely just didn't get it. So, I'm going to see if there's a piercing effect. It doesn't look like there is. I'm going to try and do this with a sniper rifle. Oh, he got me. Okay. I missed the shot if you couldn't tell, so we're going to use our first aid spray. We can always buy more. Ah, missed the shot again. I feel terrible because I should be able to hit him. Headshot. Okay, he's done. Whew. Again, I apologize. That shouldn't have been that hard to do. I should have been able to get him. However, I think he ran around to the ledge out here and then got down, which got him to the chain gun. So, you know, there was that. We're actually going to hang on to the shotgun for now, because I think we're going to end up in an area where, yeah, some shit's going to go down. What we do need to do, though, is go back up to where we were, because there's no way to climb up other than these stairs here. Keep going, pushing forward. I feel bad because I didn't want to have to do that chain gun encounter, because that does a hefty amount of damage, as you can see. Gonna open the door with a key we just acquired. Use the gallery key. Nope. Actually, go ahead and get this gem here on the deer. Rifle ammo. Okay, that's going to be important later on. Again, going back to this, we're going to check the map because there aren't any treasures, but just to let you know, we've gone through a few rooms here. Nothing is really going to hit until I get past the next save point here, which is going to be fairly tricky, but we'll deal with it when we get there. So we'll show you what's up. All right. Now, I don't know if there's a note on the wall. I think it's just on the console. Sacrifice the 6 lives to make way for make way the true path. Okay, that's a little weird. We're actually going to start with 2. Then we're going to go to 3. I think I did that wrong. So that's fine. I think we had to do that the other way. Let's go ahead and go with 1 again here. There we go, the 6 lives. Okay. And if you couldn't tell, the trick was to get 6 people either in the middle of hanging or dying in some fashion. So the single head counts as 1, the double heads count as 2, you know, so on and so forth. So make sure that count is at 6. I don't think there's anything to this lamp. I think it's just there for shits and grins.
What a pleasant surprise. But I'm afraid it's Ashley we need. Not you, Mr. Kennedy.
If you don't need me, then get off my back, old man.
Did you say old man, Mr. Kennedy? It might come as a surprise, but I'm only 20 years old.
So you're just like all the others? A puppet of the parasites?
Surely you don't think I'm the same as those diminutive ganados. The parasites, las plagas, are slaves to my will. I have absolute control.
Well, I really don't give a damn. Rain or shine, you're going down.
Get rid of our American friend.
Alright, the best way to survive is run into this door really quick. Because you do not want to take on all those guys head on, especially from a front pattern. These guys actually won't throw until they get to the middle of the stairs there, so, you know, use that to your advantage. Another thing we can do, since we have these incendiary grenades, which we probably aren't going to use all too often, go ahead and use some of those. Probably want to throw a little bit farther, just so it affects more people. Again, we have another yellow herb. We're going to go ahead and use that since we're not at full health quite yet. Go back to your shotgun, though. Oh, need to be farther to the ground. Okay, as we can see, we triggered the archers, but they have a conspicuous looking lamp up above their heads. What we can actually do to deal with that is fairly simple. I'm going to go to the pistol. We're just going to open the door. We're not actually going to go out. Hopefully we can get away from this guy before he shoots. We actually might be able to use this to our advantage as long as he doesn't shoot us, because he will have to aim in before he actually pulls the trigger. Let's go ahead and kick the door. Boom. Okay, got one archer. As you can see, he's knocking on the door. Again, we just kind of want to stay in this room, because if we go out there, we're going to get hit by a whole mess load of arrows, because they are super accurate. Even normal. Looks like we missed the flame over there. Actually going to go ahead and use a flash grenade. I don't know how far this will affect. Hopefully it gets the guys on the other side of the room. Maybe not. Looks like it has an area effect of pretty damn close. Oh, yep, and they got me over there. Again, to avoid these RPGs, we're going to run! Oh gosh. Or activate a trigger to avoid heavy damage. Again, sometimes you want those animations to take effect where you get grabbed or whatever, so that you don't have to deal with the considerable amount of damage those rockets would have done. Again, as soon as you start hearing triggers being pulled, you want to get moving, because they have a sight on you, and they're going to hit you if you do not. Aim for the leg. Okay, he dropped a little too far. Okay, just a few bullets. Again, we're doing that instead of knifing because we are dealing with crossbowmen, and you do not want to mess with these guys as far as shooting is concerned. So you want to save as much time as possible, be as effective as possible, and try to stay on the move as much as possible. And that's normally what you would do, like even if you were aiming in to stay on the move, but again, RE did not have that feature. Gonna jump down. We have some jars. We've actually cleared out the room, at least temporarily, which is very, very good. Again, just check everywhere, check all the vases. This is where we entered the room. That's the room we walked into. I believe that was an added feature to this game, because that hallway doesn't really lead anywhere except for a side path to get to the upper levels. I think they had originally intended for you to fight the gauntlet throughout in this room, and then they just threw that in just to be like, okay, if you want to be smart about this and avoid damage, because that's painfully, painfully hard to deal with, then, you know, take the side path. So, alright. And again, as you can see, these things revolve, and there were 2 cycles of enemies that come through them. So even if you do get the flames to destroy the enemies, there is a second wave of them that show up. Now, as you can see, there's another gate here. Oh no, but it won't open. We're going to check the button. Security system of some sort. Deactivate. Yes. Again, didn't open the door. However, we're going to check around the room, see what we missed. Oh goodness, more RPGs. Run! Run away. Again, use that wall to your advantage. Always stay on the move. They go right back away as soon as they fire their rockets. Now you can either do that or try to shoot them. However, there are 2 of them. So even if you shoot one, the other one will fire at you. And you do not want to be standing there when they do that. There's a switch. Press it. Yes! We want to get to that treasure chest in the middle of the room. Now what we're going to do here is kick open the door, and then we're going to back away. As you can see, there were RPGs, and we're not going to deal with those. And for the distance game, we're just going to shoot them from here. Again, critical headshots. These guys are weird in that they don't try to avoid the bullet. So, there. Try to aim for the center. Do what you can. As you can see, the music ended, so there's no more enemies. It was just those 2. Don't want to jump down. We want to open the chest. And what do we find? A goat ornament. We've unlocked the door as well. Both doors. We don't want to go backwards, though. There's nothing to go on there. So we're going to keep on trekking forward. Go ahead and open that. Okay, this is a very heavily crow-infested area that's going to come up. I think we do have a few flash grenades, if not at least one. So we're going to try and use that. Let's see. As you can see, this door is locked. We can keep kicking it, however, unless the lock is on your side of the door, it will not break. I'll show you how that works a little later on. But remember that door is there, because that'll be very important for our next weapon collection. We're actually going to gain a weapon instead of, trading one off. So, very important. Just remember it's there. We have 1 flash grenade left. Good news. Gonna kick open the door, and then I think we had a bird fly off anyway. Again, the area of effect didn't seem to get it. Yeah, there it goes, flying out the window. No treasures in here. Didn't help me. I feel kind of bad because it should have helped me, but it didn't. But we're gonna run into more crows, so that's okay. Again, if we miss a few crows, that's alright. It doesn't really help us in one way or another. Just, gets us some extra treasures. 1 bird, 2 bird, 3 bird. Alright. Oh, there was more. Stupid, stupid me. Forgot to check the ground completely. Alright. Again, remember this room. Very important. As you can see, this is going to be one of the areas where we need to grab a treasure. However, it's locked. We can't get in. So, we're just going to go around it. And again, if you look at the map, it'll show you the doors that are opened and available by showing that they're green in color or red or whatever. So you can go ahead and look at the map just to verify. And then once you have the key, it'll blink to let you know that you have the key for said door. So you can always check the map for that if you want. Gonna keep trekking forward for now, though. We've entered the garden maze. Now, for this particular area, again, I like to keep a shotgun because we're going to be in close quarters down here. As you can tell, tight corners, hidden areas. As you can see, there's herbs, treasures, boxes, crates, all that fun stuff. So we're going to go in here. Now, if you're unfamiliar with this map layout, it is fairly simple. They like to throw it by saying, oh, well, this is the most complicated maze of all time, but it really isn't. So we're going to trigger that now. Actually, we're going to try and trigger the door first. There's an indentation here. 2 moons make 1.
Mr. Kennedy. Still alive, I see. So, do you like my garden?
I see you've managed to work in a little of your twisted taste here, too.
Sagacious as I am, even I get lost here sometimes. Even if it takes your whole life, you'll never get out. Do you know that no one dies without a cause? You will satisfy the stomachs of my cute pets. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to tie up a few loose ends, like chasing down a couple of rats.
2 rats? If one's Lewis, who's the other? Huh. They're an intruder besides me?
No, Leon. The notes we've been reading haven't suggested that there's a third party involved here. And we didn't actually see anybody in a red dress earlier either. Okay. Now, we're safe outside of this gate. This gate is our safe haven. This area right here. So, up the staircase, on that archway there, wherever you want to be, or the walkway there is what I meant. We're safe. Out here, though, is open territory. We are in death zone. So, for right now, just kind of take your time. Make sure you don't run. Just kind of walk the area. As you can hear, we have running. Here's a dog. Come on, Fido. Okay, 1 dog dead. I hear another hound. I don't know where, though. Hopefully he doesn't come up from behind. Again, try to watch Leon's head, because he'll usually point in the direction you need to go. I hear somebody growling. Grab an herb whenever you find one. Actually, not going to go that way yet. We're going to take our first left here, just so that we remember where we are. So, this is the first left as we enter the gateway. As you can hear, the dogs are excited to see us. You know what? Since they're in there, let's go ahead and switch to the rifle, just for the moment. We're gonna get... Oh, I screwed up. That's gonna hit me right in the face. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. Thank you. I didn't realize I was also going to unlock the gate. It's been a while. So I have to remember that, yeah, bullets do have an effect on doors and such. Gonna go ahead and use our red and green. If we have to combine the 3 greens later, we can do that. However, at the moment, we're not too concerned about that. And again, to solve mazes like this, you want to keep making sure that whichever side you walked in on, you stay on. So we walked in on the left. We want to follow this left trail all the way forward. So keep going for the left. This takes us to a bridge. I actually know where that goes. We're actually going to keep going from this. And then remember that bridge is there. I believe this is TMP. Nope, it's shotgun ammo. Going to turn around. We have a dog friend coming to see us with tendrils. Another one. Okay, we took care of them both with 2 shotgun blasts. Very important to remember, though. Once you hear running, you have to turn around, make sure you're aware of your situation, make sure your back is to something at least. So that way nothing can surprise you. Okay, as you can see, we have a fountain over here. This is basically just a jumpway path down. So as you can see, that was our walkway over. Staying to the left path, though. Gonna keep going left, because that's what we do. Alright, we have a treasure chest. We have TMP ammo. There's the TMP ammo I was looking for. Alright, still following the left hedge here. Gonna go around the corner. Now we've run into the wall. Alright, following the wall. As you can hear, the puppies are mad. They are so mad right now. Now, we actually aren't going to trigger anything until we grab this piece on the fountain here. Moonstone, left half. Now, you're going to hear some stuff go on. I was going to say shenanigans again, if you couldn't tell. Oh, we have a dog running off. Going to move forward here just to get by the well, or the fountain. Again, try and get your back into a corner so you don't have to deal with them. Oh, the tendrils are beating me the hell up. Nope, you stay back. Your wolf buddy, stay back. You stay back again. Again, I'm probably not doing the best way, however, I am doing this efficient way that I know how to do it. And again, taking damage in this game is not bad. Taking excessive damage in this game is bad. So, when you trigger events where you're taking damage, just make sure that the damage is able to be taken. Actually, we're going to follow... Yeah, we've already followed the left path. That'll loop us around back to this area. Again, that was our starting gate there, so we're back at the entrance area. So following the left hedge even farther. Oh, god dang it. He ran right through the gate at me. Again, my reaction time is bad, and my memory is bad for these dogs, because there's a lot of them. Okay, we're actually going to combine 2 greens. We're going to keep 1 just in case. And I feel so stupid. We're actually not going to take the right path quite yet. Knife, knife. Sticks taken care of. Following the bushes. This is the farther left path. Yeah, it just kind of took us back into this area. By the gate. Yellow herb, definitely want to keep that. We have a green which we can combine it with because we didn't use all the greens, thank goodness. We have one coming up on us. Come on, dog friend. I missed. Again, try to keep your blast centered on the path, so even if you do miss, it'll at least keep them out of the area. Again, following from the left. The dogs are still making a hell of a lot of noise. Do apologize. Hold on just a minute. Be right back. Okay, pop, click, pop, click. Okay. So again, I may have gotten lost because I was talking on the phone. Got a phone call. As you can hear, somebody's running behind me. Gonna keep running though, just so we don't get stuck turning around and nailed. Trying to attack me with their tendrils. Nope. And again, running low on the shotgun ammunition, but that's okay. This is the area it was designed for, so we're not going to use it much later, except for maybe a few parts of close encounters. And again, you just have to make sure you pay attention, because I'm rushing now because I'm trying to get out of the area. The dogs are not too terrible. I think we've ended up on the other side of the garden, actually. Yeah, so this is the right path, coming from the upper left path over here. Apparently it connects on the outer section here, so that's fine. Just want to make sure you remember these little bits here. I don't think there's any more dogs, which will be a good thing. And I think we've collected all the... Oh, no, we haven't. Let's go ahead and check our key treasures map. There is a treasure out here. I'm sorry, map. Yes, we want to go to the right and then around the corner, or it's either this path that I'm following here. Let's go ahead and follow this path in here. I believe this is where the treasure is. It is! This is the other masked gem. As you know, we've seen these before, so we know where they're going. We're going to combine that with our mask. We have 2 for the mask. We have 1 more to go. Okay. And yeah, I am slightly lost at this point because, again, I got distracted. I normally have a method, and I haven't been following it. But yeah, again, if you're in a maze-like area, just kind of follow one wall and then follow it around. I'm going to go by the orientation of where the bridge is. I think I can wrap around to the right here. Here we go. There it is. Okay. So, that was the treasure. This is a back path. I don't think this actually leads to anything. Maybe a barrel or something. Nope, that was where we got the yellow herb. Just to verify my position here. Yeah, that's where we got the gem. So we're going to go up above to the fountain. This is where we wanted to go. And we pick up the other piece of the moonstone. Alright, 2 pieces make 1 moon. Fairly simple. That's usually what all the puzzles are in here, is making sure that you find the stones. They're usually in the area anyway, so whatever immediate area they're located anyway. 2 moons make 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and examine this, just to go ahead and take a look. Only the left half of the stone, or of a stone object. And this is probably only the right half of a stone object, so we're just going to combine them, and then we're going to examine it again. The blue stone with the crescent engraving. It is blue. Oop, don't want to use it. There we go, the blue moonstone. And this will be the end of the chapter.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Sorry, but following a lady's lead just isn't my style.
Put them up now.
Bit of advice, try using knives next time. Works better for close encounters.
Leon. Long time no see.
Ada. So it is true.
True? About what?
You, working with Wesker.
I see you've been doing your homework.
Why, Ada?
What's it to you?
Why are you here? Why'd you show up like this?
See you around.
Ada!
Now there's a couple things to note about that cutscene. Like, Ada wasn't exactly held at gunpoint or anything. It's not like she was being stopped from going anywhere, so the smoke bomb seems a little unnecessary. And she doesn't exactly flee when it goes off. She just kind of stands around and it doesn't really affect anything and jumps out the window. The door had just been opened. There's no need to jump out the window. but I guess they were just trying to go for the over-the-top, action-y sort of situation. But again, if they wanted her to jump out the window, should have put it like on a third story or something like that. I guess they just couldn't. But that's the end of the episode for now. Gonna go ahead and upload this, and then, leave me a like, comment, whatever, questions, answers, tell me I'm bad, all that sort of stuff. So, fun. Later.